Okay, students, welcome back to the class. In the previous class, we discussed regarding the rational number, the types of number, natural numbers, the set of integers, the set of whole numbers, and the rational numbers. So here in this chapter, we shall discuss the another kind of number. Here, that is called exponent. Okay. So this exponent, we shall get the idea of the exponent from the process of multiplication. You see, 10 into 10 is equal to, we are multiplying 10 into 10. 10 is multiplied with itself. Okay, it is called 10 into 10. We are multiplying 10 multiplied with itself. We shall get, what is the number? 10 square. We say 10 square. Okay. Similarly, 10 is multiplied with itself, again multiplied by itself. Okay, here the 10 is multiplied, how many times? 3 times. Here we can write 3 to the power 10, 10 to the power 3. Okay, you see here, here in this line, we are multiplying the 10, is repeatedly multiplied, 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It means in the same number undergoes multiplication repeated number of times. Okay. You see one thing here, 10 into 10 is multiplied how many times? 100 times. The number 10 is used 100 times in the multiplication. So in this cases, while we are multiplying such kind of number in the repeated number of times, okay, you see, it is not possible. It is not possible to write the process of multiplication. Okay. Similarly, suppose I will write 10 into 10 into 10. Suppose I will do 500 times. I will multiply 10. I have to write 10 into 10 into 500 times. In these cases, it is very difficult to write all the expression, the process of multiplication in the expansion form. Okay, so in the form of expansion, this is not possible to write because it will take the time, it will waste the paper. It is tedious to write such a process of multiplication, so that in order to solve this type of situation, we shall get another type of number, that is called exponent. So exponent, you see, 10 into 10, 10 into 10 into 10. Here 10 has been used 5 times in the process of multiplication. In these cases, we can, instead of writing in the form of expansion method, so you can write in a symbolic notation. We can write in another symbolic notation. We can write 10 to the power 5. You see, 10 into 10 is equal to 10 square. Instead of writing the number 10 into 10 is equal to 10 square, okay, so you can write in the symbolic form, that is called 10 to the power 2. Similarly, 10 into 10 here multiplied 3 times. This process of multiplication has been denoted by another notation, symbolic notation, that is 10 to the power 3, 10 cube. Similarly, here 10 to the power 5. Here how many times 10 has been used in the multiplication? 5 times. So you can write what? Sorry, this is 100 times. So you can write 10 to the power 100. So this kind of number. So this is what kind of number? We can express the multiplication instead of writing in the form of expansion. We can write in the symbolic notation. This expression can be written in the symbolic notation, which is equal to 10 to the power 100. So 10 to the power 100 is a kind of exponent, exponential term by exponent. Okay. So similarly, if you 500 times, 10 is being multiplied 500 times. So what will happen? It is very tedious to write this multiplication. It is very tedious. So in order to remove this type of difficulties, so we can use another kind of number. We can express this type of multiplication by symbolic notation in a fraction of second or in a small time we can express it, that is called 10 to the power 500. So 10 to the power 500 is the symbolic notation of the multiplication of the number 10. How many times? 500 times. So in order to write 10 into 10, this process of multiplication 500 times, we can express this idea in this another notation, that is called 10 to the power 500. So you see that 10 to the power 500 is the symbolic notation. You can write quickly. We can write the span of second to express this type of process of multiplication. Another thing, it will take time and it will waste your paper also. Waste your paper. If you are writing 110 into 10 into 10 into 500 times, it will be very tedious. So it will waste your paper. It will waste your time. So to express such multiplication of the number in the repeated number of times or many number of times when a number is multiplied, okay, this multiplication can be expressed by another mathematical notation, by another number, kind of number, that is called exponent. So this 10 into 500 times can be written 10 to the power 500. So 10 to the power 500 is known as 10 to the power 500 is known as is called an exponent. Is called an exponent. Is called an exponent. Okay, students. So you see 10 to the power 500. See how easily we can able to write this type of number with the help of exponent. So okay, in 10 to the power 500, here 500 is known as base. Yes, sorry, 500 is known as exponent, or we can say index, or we can say power. Understand? And 10 is called base of the exponent. Is called base of the exponent. You see, if you study the number 10 to the power 500, which is the exponential term, is not it? So if you see this number, how many numbers are here? Two numbers. One number is 10, other number is 500. So exponential term, exponential is the involvement of the two numbers. Yes or no? One of the number is 10, other number is 500. Other number is 500. So you see 10 to the power 500. What does 500 means? Here the number 500 is one of the number. Out of the two number 10, another number is 500. Out of these two numbers, the 500 is one of the number, tells the number, another number 10 undergoes multiplication. How many times? 500 times. Okay. So the 500 is the exponent, and the 500 exponent tells the how many times the number 10 is used in the multiplication in the repeated number of times. Okay. So the exponent, the idea of exponent tells that how many times we can multiply a given number. Okay. We can give number. So exponent gives the idea. Exponent of a number tells, or power we can say also power. Okay. How many times the number 10 is used in the process of multiplication. So 10 to the power 500, here 10 is the base. So we can, what is base then? The base is a, what is base? The base is a number which tells, which is being used in the expression of the multiplication. In the expression of the multiplication. Okay. You are multiplying 10 into 10 into up to how many? 500 times. So this number 10 is being used. Which number we are going to multiply it? Is it clear? So, okay, let us see. Write the. So you see now. You see. Okay, all of you. So what is exponent? Exponential. The exponential is a mathematical operation. You can study the exponent, exponential. This number is known as exponential, exponents. And the exponential is a mathematical operation which tells involvement of the two numbers. One number is 10, other number is 500. Which tells one number 500 tells how many times we are going to multiply another number 10 in the process of multiplication. Okay, this is called exponential. So exponent is a mathematical operation which is used to tell how many times a number 10 is multiplied. Okay, so let us write this. Okay, let us write the exponential. So exponential is a mathematical activities, is a mathematical operation involvement of the two numbers. Involvement of two numbers. Yes or no? Two numbers in which one of the numbers tells how many times we can use another in the process of multiplication. Understand? Is it clear? Suppose I am writing a to the power x. A to the power x is an exponent. It is an exponential term. Okay. So here one. Understand? So you see, a to the power x is an exponential term. We can write here what happened. X is one of the. Here it is one of the mathematical notation. It is an exponential expression. Here x indicates the exponent, the power, or the index, and a indicates what? Base. So what is x? X is one of the variable, and a is one of the variable. Variable comes in the form of also we can replace in the place of variable any numbers. That is why it is a mathematical notation of the exponential term, and in which x indicate involvement of the two variable or the two numbers. Okay, in these cases the variable x tells how many times we can use the other variable a in the multiplication. Understand? So what is exponents? The exponent is a variable. We can get the definition of exponent also. Exponent is a variable or symbolic notation which tells how many times we can multiply a given number a in the multiplication. Okay. Similarly, this is called what? Exponent. Once again, may repeat you. The exponent is x is a variable. Define exponent. The exponent is a variable which tells how many times we can use the number or variable a in the multiplication. Okay. Understand? Similarly, what is a? A is the base of the exponent. So base of the exponent tells that what is base? It is also a variable. It is also number. We can replace any number in place of variable. In place of you can write any numbers. Okay. So what is a? A is also a variable or symbolic notation. Okay. And which is called base. This is a variable which tells which number is being used. Which number is being used in the process of multiplication. Okay. Understand? So this is called the base. This is called the variable of the exponent. Okay. So let us see again, all of you. Exponent is a mathematical operation involvement of two numbers in which one of the numbers tells how many times we can use another in the process of multiplication. Here in example, suppose we can write a to the power x is an exponential term. So x is equal to what? Power index or variable which tells how many times we can use this variable. We can multiply what? The another number called base in the multiplication. Okay. Understand? Is it clear? So you can write the process or definition of the exponent also. Good here. Okay. Write down the exponent. Definition of exponent. What is exponent? The exponent is the number or the variable numbers or variable which specifies okay how many times we can use the base of the other number in the multiplication. So multiplication gives the idea of the exponent. So we derive the term exponent from the process of multiplication. Is it clear? Similarly, what is base? You can write base. What is base? What is base? The number or the variable that is being multiplied repeatedly in the expanded form. Understand? The number or variable that is being used in the multiplication in the repeated number of times. Repeatedly, you can write also repeatedly in the expanded form. Okay. So what is base and what is exponent definition we got? The number or variable that is being used in the multiplication repeatedly in the expanded form. Okay. Let us note down again. What is exponent? The numbers or variable which specifies how many times we can use the base in the multiplication. Suppose you see a to the power x is exponential term. Here x is the exponent and the exponent is variable which tells the number base, another number base a is multiplied how many times? X number of times. Okay. And here the number a is used in the multiplication in the expanded form. Okay. And a is also variable which is the number or variable that is being used. Which number is used? A in the multiplication repeatedly in the expanded form. Which number we are going to multiply, that is called base. So the exponential term is involvement of the two variables or the two number. One is called base, other number is called exponent. Understand or not? Okay. Is it clear? Another question is coming. Why the exponential What is the application? What is the use of the exponent? What is the use of the exponent in our day-to-day life or in different fields? What is the use of exponent? What is the use of exponent? What is the application of the exponent? First of all, I am going to discuss the application of the exponent. Application of exponent. The exponential number is useful in the field of science, in the field of astronomy, in the field of mathematics, while finding the compound interest. In many various mathematical operations we can use the exponent, and in the field of science, in the field of astronomy, in the field of biology, okay, we can use growth of bacteria. The growth of bacteria we can use the exponential term we can use. Okay, as an exponential term, first of all, note it. The exponential term is used to express to measure in the measurement of the large distance. This is used in the measurement of large distance. Large distance means how the exponent is used measurement large distance in the field of astronomy, in the field of science and astronomy. How? Suppose we are going to find out what? We will find out distance between the planets, distance between the stars, okay, and these are the unit we can use the exponent, very large distance in the scientific method, and we can use this exponent. For example, the size of the, suppose the distance of the sun from earth. This is called also average distance of sun from the earth, because distance in the sun and earth is not equal at all the times. So distance of the sun from the earth is also unit by astronomical unit. Is denoted by astronomical unit. Is measured in astronomical unit. You know, one astronomical unit is equal to, what is the value? One astronomical unit, this value is coming astronomical unit is coming 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. You see, so 1.5 into 10 to the power 11 meter. You can see that 10 to the power 11 meter is a huge number. Okay, to express large or huge number, so it is not possible to write. Okay, so you have to write in the exponential form, in the standard form, in the scientific method. So this is another very important to study the astronomical unit. You have to study the large distance to make, okay, to measure the large distance between the stars and the planet. You can use one of the unit called astronomical unit, and one astronomical unit is equal to 1.5 10 to the power 11 meter. Okay, similarly we know one light year. What is one light year? The distance traveled by the light in 1 year. Distance traveled by the light in 1 year. This is also called 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. You see the use of exponent. From this you can understand also in the field of astronomy, in the field of science, we can use the exponent in the very much essential, and application of the exponent is most essential, is necessity, inevitable while we are using the scientific measurement, such as large distance between the stars and the planet. Is it clear? So you can get a similar, so many examples you can get. Use of exponent in the scientific and in the mathematics, and in the astronomy, in the biology, and in the chemistry. More concept you study the size of the atom. The size of the atom is very small, so very small distance we can use. Last distance we are using this unit. Okay, understand? So you see another unit is known as very small distance. Size of the atom, size of the bacteria. How can you measure? These are the small distance. Okay, so you see the exponent is also useful. Exponent is also useful in the measurement of what? Extremely small distance. Yes or no? In the extremely small distance. Or size of bacteria small, or size of microscopic organism, size of very small object such as size of the atom, bacteria, etc. and virus. We can find out size of the atoms, size of the nucleus, size of the bacteria, etc. we can use. Okay, and you can use to measure the size of the, we can use this exponent. What do we know? Understand? So exponent is also useful in the measurement of extremely small distance or the size of the very small object such as size of the atoms, bacteria, etc. Okay, let us see one example. You see, all of you know micron. What is micron? What is micron? Is called micrometer. This is also micrometer, mu, symbol notation. Okay, and 1 micrometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Or 1 divided by this is 10 to the power minus 6 meter. If you reciprocal, if you note 1 by 10 to the power 6, 1 by 10 to the power 6, you say 10 lakh. 1 is divided by 10 lakh meter. You can write in the exponential form size of the micron. Similarly, 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer used in the physics also. You will study the very extremely small size of the atom. Nanometer is equal to what? 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Understand? See, such a small size of the small measurement nanometer is. Similarly, 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom denoted by 1 angstrom. The symbol is equal to what? 10 to the power minus 10 meter. This is another very small, extremely small distance. Okay, and similarly 1 picometer. 1 picometer. One fermimeter, picometer, 1 fermimeter. 1 fermimeter is also 1 FM. 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Student, remember these are also the values are used in the scientific field to measure the, and also in the chemistry to find out the size of the atom, size of the nucleus, okay, and size of the ion, size of the electron. This type of you measure. Exponents are widely used in the field of science. Is it clear? So why we are discussing all these things? Because you should know what are the application of the exponent. How the exponent, these numbers are used in different cases and how they are useful to us. That is the main reason I am going to tell you. You should know. Okay. So then you can understand the importance of the number. And you can use, while you are using also you learn these are the exponent we are using. Okay, so 1 micrometer, 1 micron is equal to 1 micrometer also you can say 1 mu m. The symbol stands for mu m. 10 to the power minus 6 meter. This is the negative exponent. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power 9 meter. 1 angstrom is equal to 1 angstrom. Capital A 0. 10 to the power minus 10 meter. You see, so a small distance. 1 per meter is equal to 1 FM is equal to 10 per minus 15 meter. So these are the application of the exponent. Okay, you can use the, so you see, similarly you see our mass of the earth, mass of the heavy object, mass of heavy object, mass of the heavy object, such as planet, solar system, etc. Do you know what is the mass of the earth? Mass of the earth. The mass of the earth is how much? 5.97 into 10 to the power 24 kg. You see, such a huge number. 24 kg mass of the earth. 5.97 10 to the power. So this number is used in the standard form or in the scientific method, also in the form of exponent 10 to the 24. If you expand, it is not possible to express. It will take a very large space, enough space, which is tedious to write express. Okay. Similarly, mass of the moon. Mass of the moon is also equal to 7.35 into 10 to the power 22 kg. Remember, students? Okay. And most interestingly, you will see the mass of solar system, mass of our solar system. How interesting it is. Mass of the solar system, mass of the solar system is 1.98 into 10 to the power 30 kg. See, why I am discussing, students, because you should know the use and application of the exponential term in the scientific, in the field of science. Okay, and how you can use this number, exponential number, as useful to us. Okay, students. So this is the class I am going to discuss. I just introduce about what is exponent, what is exponential, what is base, what is index, and what is the application of the exponent. In the next class, I will discuss about the types of the exponent. Okay, in the next classes. With this, you will just learn with this. Okay, thank you, students.